Shalom Aleichem. We have today a learning from the Sefer HaMitzvos Rambam, and for those that learn the shir, the daily shir, and it's about this is about when if one sees a lost object, it's a mitzvah to return it to the person, to find out who the person is, and to return it to the person. So let's take a look right now. HaMitzvah HaReish HaMitzvos HaReish HaMitzvos HaZorah Shuzharnu Milihisalem Minhu Avidah. That's the top line over here. HaZorah Shuzharnu Milihisalem Minhu Avidah. It's a we are warned, we're exhorted from that we should not turn away our eyes from if one sees a lost object. In other words, we don't say just we'll leave it here and that's all. I won't take it, but I won't get involved. We have to get involved. We have to Ella nikachena v'nachazirena liva'aleha. We should take it. We should take it. The object, if we see it, it's not claimed. And we should return it to its owner. Now we're over here. It says in the Torah, Lo suchal lihisalem. You are not able to avert your eyes from it, to just walk away from it. Devarim chaf beis gimel. That's in Devarim, the 22nd parak, the 3rd pasuk. Okvar be'arnu mitzvos, and we have learned mitzvos in the mitzvos dalad reish amram b'mechilta. It says in the mechilta be'inyan, in the topic of ho'aveda, of a lost object. Nimtzeinu lemeidin shehu over al asay v'al los asay. We learn that we can learn that if one does not give back an Avidah, that one knows who it belongs to, or to try to find out who it belongs to. He's over on. He's committing on a mitzvah of los. He's doing something that he's not doing something that he should be doing. That's over alasei. That's a positive commandment. He's not doing the positive commandment. V'al losa asei, and also he is it's a losa asei not to give it back also. In other words, it's a negative commandment not to do this also. Lashon Gemara, the Gemara says Bava Metzia, Lamed, and Bava Metzia, Lamed. That's the 30th, page 30. And when it says one point there, that means it's the first daf, the first page. Hoshev Aveda Asay Velosa Asehu. Heshev Aveda Asay Velosa Asehu. It says in the Gemara above Metzia, the 30th page in the first daf, the giving back of an Aveda is an Asay. It's a positive commandment to do it. Velosa Asehu, and it's a negative commandment. If one doesn't do it, it's a negative commandment. In other words, one should be doing it. Over Mishnah Torah, Kofol Esalav B'inyan Zeh, and in the Mishnah Torah, it's it's doubled in this way. V'ne'emar bo lav miyuchad v'hu amro yisaleh. V'ne'emar bo lav miyuchad, and it says lav miyuchad, that it's a specific negative commandment. So Mishnah Torah referring here is Devarim. That's in Devarim. So Mishnah Torah is called Devarim is called Mishnah Torah. V'hu amro yisaleh. Lo sireh es shor achicha, o es save nidochim v'gomer. You should not see the sheep of your brother, o es sev, or that's another type of a sheep or a goat, nidochim, going along the way aimlessly. In other words, they're without their owner. V'gomer, sham aleph. In other words, it's a commandment against turning one's eyes away from somebody else's property and being involved in it. One has to try to take it and try to give it to the owner. Over Sefer, in Sefer it says, Parshas Tetzei Sham, Lo sireh es shor achicha. You should not see the ox of your brother. Mitzvahs lo sa'aseh. It's a mitzvah, it's a negative commandment. In other words, one shouldn't see it and just see it, not do anything about it. Just leave it there. So this is a mitzvah lo sa'aseh. Ulahalan hu omer, and then a little bit further on it says, Ki sifka, when you come across, when you meet, Shmos Chav Gimel Daled, Ki sifka, when you meet the shor achicha, when you meet the goat or the mitzvahs aseh. This is a mitzvah aseh. This is telling us that when we meet the goat or the sheep, we should return it. So that we should return. And then lo sireh es shor achicha, one shouldn't see the ox of one's brother and just not do anything about it. That's a mitzvah lo saseh. So, and then Lahalana Omer Ki Sifka, when you come in contact with the shor or the seh of your brother, or of your friend, your neighbor, so mitzvah to say one should return it to him. It says it in the Torah. It's a mitzvah to say one should return it to him or to her. And it has already been explained, the dinim, the halachos of this mitzvah, the Perek Beis, the second parak of Bava Metzia. Let's take a look at this now. The HaMitzvah Daled Reish. Hatzivu shenitzavinu lahashiv lahachazir eso Avidah liveoleha. It's a mitzvah, the mitzvah of returning the lost object to its owner. V'hu amru hashev tishivenu lo. Hashev tishivenu lo. You shall return it. Shemos Chav Gimel Daled. Hashev tishivim liachicha. You shall. So these are more pesukim that tell us of this mitzvah. Hashev tishivim liachicha. You shall surely. In other words, it's repeating itself. The Torah is saying it twice for emphasis. Hashev tishivim liachicha. You should surely return this object liachicha to your brother. Devarim Chav Beis Aleph. Over Sefer Shamro, and it says specifically, Bava Metzia Lamed Beis, Hashavas Avidah Asehu. The returning of the lost object is an aseh, is a positive commandment. Aseh means a positive commandment. V'yamru Sifrei Parshas Kiseitzei, says in the Sifri in Parshas Kiseitzei, Od al ha'aveda, also on a lost object, Nimtzeinu lemeidim shehu over al aseh v'al los aseh. So we learn from this that we're learning about one, if one does not do the mitzvah, one is being over, one is transgressing al aseh, on a positive commandment of giving it back to the friend, to the person that owns it, v'al los aseh, and by not giving it, it's It's a negative commandment. One should not just see something that belongs to one's friend and not do anything. One has to go get it and return it to the person. If you owe nivoyer, lo sa'aseh shel avidah b'mekomo. And also it's lo sa'aseh shel avidah b'mekomo. It also explains the lo sa'aseh, the aspects of how it's a negative commandment, shel avidah b'mekomo, in the place, in the same place where we're talking about the mitzvah. V'lo sa'aseh reish HaMitzvos. Ukvar nisbaro dini mitzvah zu beperik beis mi bava kama. Ukvar nisbaro dini mitzvah zu beperik beis mi bava kama. And we have already explained the dinim of this mitzvah in the second parak of Bava Metzia. Hilchos Chovel. So let's take a look at one more. Another mitzvah, Hilchos Chovel Umazik Perik Aleph Vav. The halachos of if one does damage, if damage is done, God forbid, Umazik, and so what is the din? What is the situation there? Should one make restitution or what? HaMitzvah Hareish Lamed Vav. Hatzivu shenitzavenu bedin Chovel b'chaveiro. Vihu omro yisaleh. The mitzvah of that we are commandment of in the din, in the judgment, in the halachos of chovel b'chaver, one doing damage to one's friend. V'hu amro yisala, it says in the Torah, v'chi yerivun anoshim v'hiko ish esrei ehu. And if some men are arguing, and one man hits the other, one man lifts up his hand to strike the other. Shemos Chaf Aleph Yud Ches. The Elohim Hanikroim Dine Knosos. So in other words, we're talking about the Torah is discussing the fighting, and then where somebody strikes the other person. So what is the situation there of restitution? The Elohim Hanikroim Dine Knosos. And this mitzvah is called Dine Knosos, the laws of Knosos, of fines. Dine Knosos, the laws of fines. V'yesh kasov hakolel dine Knosos kulom, and there is a kasov, that's a pasuk that includes all of the Dine Knosos, all of them. This refers to all of the Dine Knosos. V'yomro yisala, it says in the Torah, when it says v'yomro yisala, it says. That means it says in the Torah. The Yisala means it should be uplifted. That's the Torah of Hashem. Ka'asher osa kein yeyoselo. Ka'asher osa kein yeyoselo. Like he did, like that person did, so it should be to him. Kein yeyoselo. So it should be to him. Vayikra Chavdala. We'll see what this means. Let's see what it means. Hakavana bazeh shalokchim mimamono ma shehiziklo. So what does it mean? It means that we take from this person shalokchim mimamono, that we take from his money. In other words, the person that did the damage, we take from his money, and then we take from that money to make restitution for whatever damage that person had done. Masha hiziklo. Hakavana bazeh shalokchim mimo mono umasha hiziklo. We take from his money that which he damaged. Kedei ma shehizik. Kedei ma shehizik. According to how much he did damage. Kemo sheba b'Kabbalah. Like it says in the Kabbalah, in the tradition, afilo bisho belvad, even if he just shamed the person, one has to, so the Bezdin go, that's the court, they go, and they make an accounting of how much the embarrassment of this person is worth. Afilo bisho belvad, even if he only embarrassed the person. Hari elo govim Mima mono kidei oso hashir. So they go and collect from his money, from his funds, they also ashir, according to that amount. If his embarrassment or her embarrassment was worth $50, one takes from that person's money and gives that person $50 or whatever. Maybe it could be a few $1,000s. So we give it, so that we take from his money and we give that person to the person that was shamed or had damage. So that's it. So that's what that means. Kasher also, like he did, Kenya Yoselo. So it should be done to him, that we take from his money, from his funds. Afilo baishu belvad hari elu govim mima mono kidei also ashir. V'dash dine kanasos elu kulam nizke adam ba'adam. And we should know that these dinim, these halachos of kanasos, of fines, hari kulam nizke adam ba'adam, they're all damages that one person does to another person. V'chein im hizika behema es ha'adam o es ha'behema harei kol hadinim ha'elu lo yadum behem. V'chein, and also let's say somebody's animal did something to somebody, so that's also has to be, restitution has to be made, because he is the owner of that animal and he is responsible for whatever damage that animal does. V'chein im hizika behema, and also im hizika behema es ha'adam o es ha'behema. So in other words, those are if one person does it to another person. But also the same thing is if